a couple of pennies in our pockets, we're going to try to revile. We got to understand, what about the other, because there's only maybe 3 million of us that have dinars. What if we didn't know about it? What about those that don't know about it? And see, this is what we have to keep in mind. Because a lot of us that's on this call right now, some of us don't have jobs. Some of us are worried about where our next dime is going to come from. And I've preached it many times before. Every one of us are one paycheck away from the welfare line. So now we have a president is trying to help us that have been in poverty and are still in poverty. And some of us that come on the think tank every night, and every time we come on, we're in poverty. And this man is trying to do something for us, and we still don't get it.
Well, let's keep in mind here that if first of all, he's been groomed for this job to divert the bad guy's attention and to get close to them. But there's a pile of people that has been taking this system down systematically for a long time, and it has nothing to do with Obama.
Yes, the Pentagon, the good people in the Pentagon, this plan has been in effect for quite a while, but it was this particular president that they groomed for this job. So when this all comes down, he will be the one that makes this announcement.
He's still just...
You're absolutely right, but it is the good guys of the Pentagon, and they are the ones that have been holding this RV up, and because they want to make sure that everything is covered. I mean, nothing is going to be left behind when it gets to the point of these arrests. Nothing. They're going to make sure that whatever comes out is going to stick. Remember, Blagojevich got off of, I think it was 23 counts, and they only got him on 2, so 21 of them he got off on. This
Absolutely.
Happened. That was a, I don't know what verbiage to use, but that is not what's going to happen to these people when they get arrested and taken to The Hague. It is completely different, the world court versus the United States court system. Completely different.
Right.
So,
okay.
So my last point is this. With all of these being debt-free and you're free from whatever your debt is, can I ask you this one question? And I'm going biblical on this. Will there have to be a special mark or a chip on an individual?
No, Beth and I were just discussing that. No, we are not going to be chipped.
Okay. Reason I'm asking that is because, Revelation talks about that. You have to have the mark of the beast.
No, we're not going to. That's not going to happen.
Okay. All right. Well, you've been a blessing to me. I feel the richer just to hear your voice. And you be blessed and keep a good spirit. Love you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I'm out.
Okay, area code 262. You are up.
Hi, this is Sandy from Wisconsin again. I have a question and a comment, and the question is, the people that have been put in jail already, that have been railroaded there by corrupt officials, will anything be done for them?
The innocent will be released.
Good, because we've got some dear friends that have been sitting for over 2 years and have not been charged or found guilty or anything. And then the other comment was you had talked about as far as with things for people for their health care. There's a lady that I know, her best friend, father was a high-ranking official in the service, and she had developed some kind of cancer. I don't remember what kind it was. But she went to one of the Army hospitals or whatever, and this has got to be 18, 20 years ago. They froze that area, and she never had cancer anymore in her body. So, yes, they do have that stuff, but they don't want the average person to know that. Thank you again.
Okay, we are running, let me check on time here. It's 17 minutes after 1 Eastern time.
And I'm tired. I'm going to work tomorrow.
Huh?
I said I'm
okay.
tired tomorrow.
All right. All right, then we will go ahead and take 2 more and back it down.
Okay, sir.
All right. So we have 2 more guys, and that will be area code 614 and area code 612. Okay, 614, you are up. 614, are you there? Area code 614. Okay. Area code 612, you are up. Okie dokie. Area code 219, you are up.
Hey, hello, friend. I'd like to ask you about, you said Obama was groomed for this position that he's in. And I'd like to know if Henry Kissinger had some part in that. Is he a bad guy also?
He will be one of the first ones that has the shackles. He's a very bad guy.
Also, if I remember my history a little bit, Malcolm X was a converted Muslim.
Right.
He was originally called, his name was Malcolm Luther. So, just if I remember my black history.
He studied well.
Thank you.
Okay, last area code, which is 954. You are up. Oh, no, sorry, I got to hit the button. That would be helpful. Okay, you're up.
Hi.
954.
Hi, Fran.
Yeah?
Can you tell me what do you think will happen to, I kind of missed it. I think a lady may have said something about this, but to the people that are already, like our family members and friends that are already in prison?
Look, there are some people that have been put in prison, and I talked in depth with my friend about this, and there was no reason for these people to be put in jail. But there is these corrupt individuals play the stock market on individuals that are in jail. I don't know exactly how it works, but the more people that they put in jail, the higher the returns on their...
Well, it would make sense that they are using their Social Security numbers.
Yeah.
And
these people are being falsely accused of things, they will be released. People who were put in jail because, they got caught with drugs on them. But if you're a murderer or child rapist or something like that, you're going to stay in jail. But there's a lot of people who will be released, a lot of people.
Okay, well, is the end of these calls, and we really appreciate you, Fran, coming in and helping explain some of this to us tonight. And if you would, make sure that you...
I listen to you guys, and there's so many times I want to say, no, you ain't got this right. But, I just felt like tonight I should tell you, it's the arrest. Just keep that in your mind. When you start to see this disclosure of these arrests on the TV, listening to the radio when you go to work, whatever it may be, you see it in the paper that these high officials, like I said, Henry Kissinger, he's so corrupt, it's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Types of people that will be arrested. And when all this takes place, then you will have the disclosure. And all these things will be told to us these different technologies. And free energy is like, think about. I mean, I heard you, Mr. Wayne, talk about the geothermal system. Okay, to air condition your home.
Right.
Think about the fact that if you had free energy, would you even need the oil companies anymore? They'd be out of business. They would not enslave us to buy their oil at high prices. If you had free energy, would you need the electrical companies? Would you need to be on the electrical grid? No.
Nope.
A lot of people, a lot of companies, I should say, would be out of business. But you think about that and you go, well, there's a lot of people that would lose their jobs. But if you listened to what the president has said on TV many, many times about re-educating people in a new era of developments, if you listen to that, that's what he's talking about. He's talking about putting money into new type of technology where we re-educate the workforce and people would have a different thing that they'd be working on, not drilling for oil, not, building these things for the electrical grid. That kind of stuff is not going to be in existence anymore. So if you start thinking in that manner, it's like it's endless. It's endless, and it's like cell phones. We have cell phones right now. That particular airway will be free to us. So all we have to do is buy the actual phone, but the airtime is free. Those are the type of things that are going to be available in the very near future. I mean,
we're hoping you're correct, 100%. We see some writings on the wall, and but you know what? And until we start to see more writings on the wall, we're all going to be a little bit skeptical of the whole 9 yards because everybody's trying to wrap it around. But I have said in here many, 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 many times, this thing's not happening until the good guys are in control.
Correct. Absolutely. That's the number one thing that has to take place. And when you see that take place, everything else falls right into place.
Well, dude, I really appreciate you coming in here, but I don't want to get you to the point where you're late for work tomorrow.
Right. Thank you, Fran, for coming in.
You guys all have a